Friday. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Prince King Jordan, what's going on? What's cracking like and what is happening?
Feeling blessed to be here with the two most favorite guys, two of my most favorite homies in the world.
Hey man, another week we go, another day we go, another Friday evening we about to let it go, let it loose. So hey man, let's go, let's get it.
Yeah, but yeah, before we get started, you already know it. The NFL divisional round is here. It's finally here. It's finally
So
here.
hey man,
So
let's
you know,
go,
I
let's
want to
get
know,
it.
Jordan. I want to know how you feel about your man Detroit. You think they're gonna be able to do it?
I think so. I'm really confident about this game. It's on Sunday afternoon at 3 Eastern. It's at 12 here. I am actually going to a bar in Santa Monica, which is owned by a guy who is a Lions fans, and he does have like he brings like he advertised on his Instagram like he's having like a Lions Day to watch and everything, and he be doing this whole year. So that day I do have free time, and I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna be around the Lions fans, and we're gonna try to get this dub win. But yeah, I feel great about the Lions this week. What about you, Ronnie? How you feel about the 49ers?
Now, the same here. I feel like the 49ers gonna pull it off with a big win. I'm just uh I'm just excited I'm able to see the game. That's one thing I'm able excited because I work Sunday earlier in the morning, so I ain't able to catch the game. But I know it's gonna be like a really good game to watch. But my thing is I'm being honest, I'm really excited about that Buffalo and Chiefs game. I think that is like the game of the week. Everybody's talking about that game because now Josh Allen finally got the advantage to beat Mahomes finally in a
Yeah.
playoff season win. So I'm really excited about that. Even though I'm not a Bills fan, but I think they'll be able to pull it off. But you never know when it comes to these playoffs. Anything surprising to happen. And not only that, but also CJ Stroud and the Baltimore Ravens. But I think this is Lamar's here, so I don't think he's gonna lay up on that one. But let's see what happens. Anything can happen in
Yeah.
the NFL divisional round. But that being said, go ahead, Jordan, do your thing.
All right, people, what's going on? Glad to see you guys. Another day. We about to entertain you guys, give you some information. We about to laugh and giggle. We're gonna do whatever here. So as you guys know, we have some topics for you guys. And this topic, we talked about this topic before a couple months ago. And this topic we gotta kind of revise because this starts off with the brick lady. As you guys not know who the brick lady was, she went viral for a couple months ago because she had alleged that a man has hit her with a brick, posted on social media, went viral. You know, majority of people try to support her and everything. Said what type of man would do this type of thing in Houston, Texas, and everything. Um, Went to the hospital, try to get a checkup and everything. And like I said, the majority of everybody who saw them viral, you know, wanted to support it and everything. And then, as months later comes by, is it's been found out that she has been lying about what happened and alleged false claims, and it's getting so bad that there is a warrant for her arrest in Houston for charges, felony charges. So this is something that's not right. You know, we like I said when we first talked about it. You know, we had our guesses and everything. You know, we wanted to believe it, but it just seems kind of odd that a man would just throw a brick at a lady like that. You know, even though she was trying to talk to her or whatever and everything, it just feel odd. But like I said, finding out, she's been lying. Also, she's been so lying that she had a GoFundMe account so she could raise $42,000, and finding out, like I said, it was a false claims, and now she has been banned from GoFundMe because GoFundMe said, "Hey, man, this is a scam you're trying to do." So yeah, so right now the brick lady, she's in a lot of trouble. So we got a couple videos we're gonna play for you guys, and after that, I have some quotes that she put on her Instagram story that I'm gonna read to you guys. And after that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yes, sir.
Who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number, is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watched.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Rhoda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one who, she was the aggressor?
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osman addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
And tonight, a spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Rhoda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osman did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston police. We're live near the Galleria. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Bryce, thank you. Let's shift.
Hey, and also she went on vacation a couple months as well. You got to play that too, Hakeem. You want to?
No problem.
In Jamaica. This was a couple weeks ago.
So that I'm gonna play it, but there's music. I don't know if the music gonna ding us, eh?
What type of music is it? No,
it's like Jamaican music.
Let me see.
You don't have to play the video. Just show the imagery.
And this is such a big deal because this is what I'm talking about when I say I'm taking my life back, brick by brick, pun intended. Because
Nah, it's fine.
You think it'll be all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Jamaica! And this is such a big deal because this is what I'm talking about when I say I'm taking my life back, brick by brick, pun intended. Because 4 months ago when this incident happened, I was afraid to check my mailbox. I didn't think that I could ever go out by myself. And as a woman that has been on her own since she was 16 and has traveled over 20 countries and most of them by herself, that was just so depressing. But here I am on a solo trip that I decided 5 days ago that I was going to go on, and I'm here and I feel protected, divinely protected, and I wish that for all black women across the diaspora, because black women, we created this world. We deserve to explore it. We deserve to enjoy it. We deserve to see it. And this is just a big deal. Like, this is progress, and I'm so proud of myself for doing this, and I'm trying to learn how to live my life safely and enjoy it. I may never be the carefree girl I once was, but I am on a different foundation, and I'm solid as fuck. I'm in Jamaica! I'm in Jamaica!
Yeah, she was in Jamaica, right? Came right back, and nowadays a run out for her arrest. Now I'm gonna read some stuff that she put on her Instagram story, and she says this. She says, "This is sick. Clearly, I'm being targeted. I am willing to turn myself in. I am not on a run. I am simply getting my affairs in order. I am a mother with a child. I am being hunted like a slave when what people did this when the white people did this all the time, and no one bats an eye. What is happening to me is a course of gender and racial oppression. I am a poor, refugee, Muslim, queer, disabled woman. I am being dog-piled and attacked from so many angles. I am unprotected and left for dead. I want to see my day in court. I have always showed up and will continue to show up. I am a victim being targeted for speaking out. I am being used to silence all black women. They want me unalive me. They are inviting violence against me. I am getting thousands of threats. I am afraid for my life. They want me to unalive myself. I will not. I am being criminalized for retribution. Don't know what that means. This is humane and unethical." And then she said some more stuff. She also said they treated me like I'm OJ and I am unalive by a white woman. Meanwhile, I suffer blunt force trauma and sexual assault, and because immediately after the trauma I didn't remember the details correctly, I am not America's most wanted. Does this not concern the good people of America? I haven't seen any propaganda like this since. Never mind. That's all you do. Shame. I am not like I said. I am not on the run. Not on the run. But you guys are targeting me, and your bigotry and hate for black women is it's a sin. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. What's you guys take on the brick lady with her lying and also being um, looks like she's running away from the cops stuff because it's a warrant out for arrest. So what's your take, Ronnie?
She shouldn't be running too far because the information is out that she's in Jamaica. All they're gonna do is wait for her in custom, and they're gonna arrest her because she got to go back to Houston. So that was it. People are dumb. People are dumb. Like, why would you put that out right now on social media that you are in Jamaica? Lady, use common sense. If you on the run, you're on the run. But at the same time, it just shows that our community, that's why we tend to be in the position we at now. We make up stories and we believe those stories and then we get scammed. And then after we get scammed, we want to make someone pretty much make we want to make someone feel like they need to be held accountable, and that's what's happening now. She scammed the people, make up a story, and which we all believe because we are. I'm someone that's very strong when it comes to being an advocate of domestic abuse. So I don't really like that thing when guys really put their hands on women. But there's women out here who actually is suffering. And then now you have a woman here who actually scammed the community out of like close to 50K. That is a lot of money. And but they say I think GoFundMe refunded everybody back their funds if I believe so. But now she's being charged with which was pretty much a federal crime, which she could be up to 5 to 10 years in prison if convicted. Depends on the charge, because they're gonna get her for every single dollar she scammed the community for. That was say we live in a time and age where Now it's hard to believe anything what people say online because now anybody can make up a fake story, and that's pretty much what she did and use the money to go on this vacation trip to Jamaica. But yes, she said she don't need to scam the people for money because she has money. But shout out to Chicago Realtor, shout out to Gordon and Chad, and Thomas Vincent, Sherry Bryan, Ken Dog is in the building, and also the lovely Bobby Bryan is here as well. Shout out to you guys, and also Victor. Welcome, 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 guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Go ahead, I can do your thing.
Thank you, brother. You spoke so eloquently, as well as you, Mr. New Jordan Era. I'm gonna try to be very brief and quick. First off, I want to apologize to black men because I was in my emotions when this happened, and I quickly sided with the woman, like most of us do, and not examining the facts of the relationship of the situation. Because one thing is we try not to blame women, but try to understand her pain. This had created such a gender war amongst us that we got blamed for something that was very fictional. I want to apologize to black men for being a feminist at that moment. Secondly, I want to correct some things that they said that is not true. First, she is not Muslim. Muslim women do not act like that. And they don't wear bikinis, they don't show their hair. Somebody who's been followed, who's been praying in at a Sunni mosque and at the Nation of Islam, I know very well. Secondly, she is Somali, but she does not identify with Somali morals and values. Somali women do not do these things. I trust you when I tell you, if she was identified by her community, her father would have already she wouldn't have been on TV. I'm telling you this factually that I know. I've lived with Somalis, and they don't too much rock with black people like that. They only deal with their own. This needs to teach us a lesson, and need to teach. Um, thank you. Gordon know what I'm talking about. Somali women are very conservative. They do not wear bikinis. Same thing with the Eritreans and the Ethiopians. And they do not dare. Yeah. So I wanted to stress this fact. Deploy Black Americans need to understand what she had did, which a lot of these tethers do. They come in their community, create a narrative, and Black Americans get blamed for this. The guy who they accused of, he's not even Black American, but they blanket this over that. And I know it's not seen, but we need to understand how this, when other people who look like you come into the community and they do things, y'all take the blunt of the responsibility. Like Ronnie said, I'm not saying that black women do not get DB'd or they do not get hurt, but this was we're so much of a scapegoat. And as me as a black man, I quickly just jumped in and say, "Oh, F this dude, let's go slide for him." Not getting to my masculine frame to say that, "Hey, brother, this might be a lie." The simp in me, the simpish ways came in and say, "We need to protect her."
Yeah, Chicago Rilla. It did. He
I'm,
was like he was like, hey, the first thing he saw that swollen eye. He was like,
that's
oh
all.
hell no. He was like, oh
I,
hell no.
I was ready to slide because I was saying that could be my sister, even though she's Somali, and Somalians do not rock with Black Americans. That's a fact.
That's right.
They don't need listen when things happen in the community. They stay on their own. I've been to a mosque where when you go pray, they don't even rock with you like that. I could tell you stories, and that does no disrespect to them. It's just facts. They're not like other race of people or other people in the diaspora. But this here was so serious that black men took the blunt of this. We was the poster boy of domestic violence. We was the poster boy of being disrespectful. We was the poster boy of not having manners or decorum out in the public. When we say, where you gonna find a brick? A big red brick? Eh. But when I found out it was fake, no problem, baby. When I found out it was fake, I said, Lord Jesus. I say, I wonder if the brotherhood would accept me back again.
Or I feel like if Chicago will come on, he's gonna get on you, Hakeem.
I think so too. He just dropped that.
Did I drop the link?
Let's see.
I don't know.
No, you didn't. No, it's not on the chat yet.
I'm tweaking.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but yeah, Hakeem, man. That bullshit she's talking about, that I'm being oppressed and everything, telling me, ma'am, where is the accountability? Where is it? If you did wrong, you did wrong.
I want to point out one thing too. She did also state something too, that the Somali and the Muslim community do not align with. Go and tell me if I'm wrong. She said she was a queer Muslim. No, baby, that does not mix. That does not mix.
When she see Muslim, if you go to her Instagram page posts, but I've been following her ever since the incident happened and everything. All she said about Muslim, she's mostly half naked on her Instagram.
You said nope, they don't play that. She said she was a queer Muslim Somali. Those two things does not mix.
I want to say, what's the difference between a queer Muslim, and a Somali Muslim for the audience, for the people that's listening?
There's no such thing. I never heard of queer Muslim in my life.
So there's no such thing as a queer Muslim and a Somali Muslim. Okay.
Being a queer and a Muslim, that's forbidden. I'm sorry.
You can't even mention the Somali name anything towards negative. They sliding about the Somali heritage. So her saying that, one thing you have noticed, you have yet to see a Somali person speak on her behalf. Stop me when I'm lying.
Zero.
Or they probably ashamed of what she did. That's probably why they're speaking on it.
Where's the people from Mogadishu? I haven't heard y'all yet. She making y'all look bad because we know she ain't in our community.
Nah.
And mind you, she went to Jamaica, a country full of black men, if you want to feel safe. I'm mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself.
It's okay, man. It's just like stuff like this we just learn from. And like I said, the more we do is this stuff, the more we play stuff like this. Like now, stuff like this come out, we can tell. Like we can just break down the questions because like we're interviewers and we, like I said, we have our third eye now. We can see stuff. I was like, okay, if you did this, okay. We kind of know. We ask more questions and everything, you know. Where, like I said, in that situation, let's say for her and everything, where was the man at? You know, why he didn't file a police report and everything? She did none of that. And those questions will come up like that. More questions going to be coming up like that and everything. That's why, at the time, me and Ronnie, we was kind of fishy about it and everything. But like I said, now we're knowing more about, just asking more questions about the information. Okay, if that's the case, you got hit with a brick. You know, why didn't you put it, like I said, why didn't you put a police report, go to police and everything? So, it's okay, Hakeem. We clearly more understand. Chicago Gorilla, man, what's going on?
What's going on? But I still have a question because I was like, what? Still, something still happened to her because why was her face still kind of deformed when she came on camera? That's why everybody keep questioning. Okay, she got hit with something because her face looked like somebody just like combined. Right. You get what I'm saying? So that's my only thing. Like she had a big knot on her face. Only like something hard would cause that. Or allergic reaction. She never answered that question.
So here's what they said. There was a segment that I watched on TikTok where somebody said she injected saline into her face because a plastic bottle is not going to do that. You know what I mean? They had no records of a lot of this stuff she's talking about. Plus, they have video footage of what happened. There was no brick thrown. A plastic bottle not gonna do that. They say she injected saline in her face.
No, but she probably had an altercation some between the time she videotaped, but between the time she went to the hospital, she probably had some type of physical altercation with somebody. Even if it was a female, something, because even say she injected her face
Lady,
with
what I say? I said I'm
saline,
working.
it still would have been, it still would have been, somebody would have still would have had like a video or something of her doing it. You get what I'm saying? But that's just my thing. That's the only thing I was questioning
They
about.
had I can't they had a video. The police saw the video and they said that she was the aggressor. She the one that kind of started being aggressive.
When Chicago speak, go ahead. I got
Yeah,
the
go ahead,
video.
Ken.
I got the video of the guy that we could
Okay.
play.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chicago. Is he there? Chicago, can you hear us?
Are you on mute?
He probably on mute.
Or he probably
Yeah, I
left,
can't
probably come
never get
back.
off this mute button. No. I can't never get off
Okay.
Yeah,
this
yeah, you
mute
got,
button quick
yeah, you
enough.
got the president.
It's
Yeah, you got the
different.
president.
No, it's just different.
Yeah, it's different from
Man, I ain't
StreamYard.
coming up here for the shenanigans with Hakeem, man. My heart broke, man. What in the time for it? That
I,
Joker said, hey, who did what to who? We riding on them ops, man.
yeah,
Hakeem say it ain't so, beloved. Say it ain't so, man.
it was, but I was
I,
moist.
no. I reject that too, man. You did what any good brother would do in a situation that you find to be credible.
Hmm.
You know, that protector of the village instinct kicked in. So I don't begrudge that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. After going through what we went through, what was that, 2016 with Donald Trump,
Yeah.
man, we should question everything. I don't believe nobody at face. I don't believe my own mama at face value,
No, that's
man.
cat. No, that's
That's what
cat.
I'm saying.
Now you know you believe it. Now you know you believe
I
mama.
gotta
Now you know you believe mama.
I gotta ask, mama, is you telling me the truth or is you pulling a Trump? but but in all honesty, no, I don't begrudge brothers, that has something to say, because we do have instances where a woman didn't, give her number, and we've seen that with the boys in New York that bit off that sister face.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So we do have those instances, and then we know there are some among us who don't deal with rejection well. So I understood all that. But unfortunately for baby, the math wasn't mathing out the
Yeah.
gate. And it's so many, and I got 3 boys that's out there. I got 3 young boys that's out there. And it cast such an aspersion on black men, triggered so many women. You know what I'm saying? That the women, and see, this is what we talking about. Those dudes just stood around and didn't do nothing and blah, blah, blah. And then you heard people saying like, yeah, she swung on, like that came out.
Mhm.
She swung on dude
Yep.
first, blah, 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 blah. We ignored that because we saw the contusion and went with that. So I'm not gonna derail y'all show, man. I just honestly believe my campaign for the year is good brothers gotta stand in the gap, man. And sisters gotta start calling these unruly heifers out, man. Like real talk. I'm demanding an apology on behalf of the Beta Simp host delegation. We need an apology from these unruly heifers, man. They drug us through the mud,
Yeah,
G.
They did. They
they
did.
Hey,
did.
They did.
And I'm not nowhere near disrespectful to any woman. You know what I'm saying? But hey, when you a heifer and a nasty wench, it is what it is. That was my grandma say anyway. Them are not
No,
my
no, no,
words.
but
Go
Chicago, let me
ahead.
ask you. But Chicago, let me ask you a question. Because of
Yeah.
this situation, it kind of did bring a sense of awareness because a lot of people thought that wasn't really going on with sisters actually being attacked. Now we hear stories like you say in the one in New York, but that story is very small compared to what happened to her because I made major news.
Well, here's the truth of the matter. It made major news because they wanted to cover it. Those things do happen, but they don't happen at scale. It's not, like and I know, so like I've had conversations with multiple sisters in my cipher, like, nah, D, when I'm walking to work, man, there's brothers that be catcalling. I be nervous because if you say something wrong, remember that we had NWA on Gangsta.
Correct.
What did Cube say? She was scared and it was showing. We all said, fuck you, bitch, and kept going. Right?
Facts.
So
Facts.
we know that exists. But what I'm saying is, with technology, with this younger generation, it's happening less and less. A lot of the dudes that would do ridiculous stuff like that are aging out. They old niggas. So that those people have kind of aged out. The young boys still do it, but it's not at that scale like that. So we do have to take all of that serious. But again, that don't mean you jump out the window. See, hey man, I categorically reject that believe all woman sentiment because they human and they flawed and they lie too. Them heifers lie, bruh.
Yeah.
We just saw a
I agree.
heifer lie in this space, Gov. We just saw a heifer lie on a man in this space. I get 38 hot about that because listen, it ain't about the betas and the alphas. It ain't about man, us, fear, talking points. It's about right and wrong.
Yes.
And the people that are on the side of right and declare themselves to be righteous gotta stand up and speak on that shit, man. So them sisters that was sitting up there castrating black men, hey, heifer, you owe us an apology. That's it. Period. And for this Somali pirate, whatever is gonna happen to her when she touch soil in the States is gonna happen to her.
Whew.
Yeah,
right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But
shout out to Nidus. Shout out to Nidus for being in the chat.
Nidus in the chat.
Yeah,
man, Nidus, what is going on, my brother?
I think he had something to deal with his house. I think his house.
I know. He had the incident, man. I just want to make sure bro's straight. And I gotta make sure I'm following him on IG because I see that's the way a lot of people are connected. But listen, man, I just came up here for a second. I'm headed to the crib, man. I think we found a house, so we finna make sure we get.
Man,
Listen,
I hear you
listen,
I thought you was
man.
that probably his fourth home. What you talking about?
Nah. I think this is it. The basement is fully finished. It's sequestered off, so I can yell and scream on these podcasts. That was the main thing. She wanted to make sure I had some space, so I got a space for all my artwork and sneakers. And yeah, man, we finna hit this closing date. I think is next month. So
are you gonna be streaming? Are you gonna be live streaming down there at the basement?
Man, I might do. I know. I don't. I keep playing with this YouTube stuff. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and nah, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. It takes dedication and commitment, and I only want to speak when I got something honest to say. And I do want to encourage the brothers like this year. Hey, man, we got to stop arguing with these heifers and focus on the things that we need to do, man.
Can't happen. Like, you know that can't happen.
I'm saying.
Go with the helpers.
I know, but them. I know, but that man, that stuff tiring, bro. Like what I'm saying? Like I'm pulling out the rest of my hair follicles at this point. I ain't got no hair, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like what more? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hey, tell them the water's warm over here, man. Get somebody that like you, marry that heifer, and build life together, fam. It's nice over here.
Preach.
It's nice over here, fam. The water's fine, fam. All this, she could take it. Nigga, you ain't got nothing to take, man. Stop that, man. Like, come on, fam. We ain't got time. We dead last in multiple categories, man. I don't have time to be arguing. Hey, Ron, did you see? I don't know how y'all about other content creators, but did you see that panel with the Generation Z, the young ladies?
No, you gotta send it to me. Send it to me on IG.
Man, I'm gonna send it to you, bro. Let me tell you something, because he did a panel with the Young Bloods last week. Then he did a panel with the sisters. Hey, for people that are over 30, y'all don't have time to keep arguing and stuff. These babies is watching y'all, and they shoot, man, they worse. They worse.
Wow.
It's savage out here for these short. See, we think I'm gonna get off here, but we think our actions are just our actions, and that there are no implications or ramifications, as if nobody's watching. No, they taking that and they saying two things: either I can do better, or I'll do better as in worse, or
Mm,
I ain't following that path. I'm gonna do better than that, like genuinely do better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if you can go that low, I'm gonna go lower. And these shorties, when they talk about being savages, man, it's bad,
wow.
man.
Yeah,
It's
Wow.
yeah.
bad.
Send it to me. I really
We
definitely
Yeah,
might
I'll
listen
do
shoot
to
it
it.
to you.
Yeah.
I'll shoot it
Wow,
to
that's
y'all,
crazy.
man. Hey,
Wow.
but man, I've been tapping in, man. Powerful build with y'all brothers, man. I love what y'all are
Yeah.
doing over here and having the conversations that are necessary. I hope this Somali pirate get
Whew.
30,000
30
lashes at
years.
the post.
Yes.
Dog, they
30,000.
say she can do up to 5 to 10 years in
Yeah.
prison. That's a long time.
No, I hope she get the Django lashes, man. She needs some lashes, bruh. I don't care about no prison time because that's tax dollars. That means we feed, house, and clothe her. No,
Facts. Facts.
Basically.
put her at the post. Hey, matter of fact, do what they did to Kerry Washington. That man, put her in that sand. What's that little pit? Put her in
I
that
know you.
pit.
I know you talking about.
Throw some water on there, man. Put her in that pit, man. Let her ass cook. Hey, man, but love and
Hey,
gratitude for you, brothers. I'm not derailing y'all show no more, man.
No, you're not derailing because
you
I think the
reeling it,
people
Yo.
man.
still
We
giving
appreciate you,
information,
man.
and I
Chicago,
think
man.
the
We
people
always,
love you.
man. Much
So
love.
I hope you continue to do the YouTube thing. I think you have a powerful voice, and I think we need a different side. We need to listen to the OGs, man. That's why I say I don't bash the OG. I listen to them.
Man, these
So
OGs got to know when to shut the fuck up. Some of these OGs talk. You know what it is, Ron? So we feel like, and Hakeem know, we used to problem solving, man. When you get to a certain age and you problem solve all day long, you can't turn it off. So sometimes when these shorties come to you, they really there's two things. They want you to listen and they want your approval, right?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
want your validation and approval on a lot of things. And then we just get to talking about how it was when we was going through it and when we did, and why you going down the wrong path and your music's trash, and why you don't pull your pants up, and why you dressing like a girl with them tight jeans. Man, them little jokers don't want to hear that, man. We wore our pants sagging. You know what I'm saying? We wore our little Bobby Brown Gumby box top fades and all that, man. You know, our parents looked at us the same way. So sometimes as OGs, bro, we got to learn when to just be quiet and listen to these kids, man. Just listen to them, and then you can give an informed response. But I promise y'all, I will never pop my head out if I don't have
See
nothing
that?
of substance to say.
Funny you said that. I used to have a lot of the young boys over here say, man, stop trying to be like my daddy. The young boys,
Mm-hmm.
they used to tell me that all the time. So I had to learn how to become a student now to the culture again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, young man, teach me what's going on. And that's how I
That's
did.
exactly it.
You 100% right. Because I used to be like, nah, niggas, y'all supposed to do it like this. People like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
gee, you can't be coming here trying to bogart. So I had to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to be a student all over again and be like, yo, what should I wear with these sneakers? Like you
Yeah,
want,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? They be like, young blood be like, yo, go get these, old man, and put this on here. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try to do that now, you know?
What's that song that Uzi Vert first came out with? That very first song that hit for him, that All My Friends Are Dead or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, I thought that was some emo rap, like some emotional. Like I thought he was trying to get up out of here, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the young blood was like, no, listen to him. He talking about money. I said, that's a weird way to talk about money. But he was saying, like, all my friends, like the song was talking about dead presidents. That's what he was talking about. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get it till a young blood broke that down to me. So you're right. Teach me the culture, man. But the other thing we got to understand is that it's their time, bro. We had our fun in the sun. We had our run with it. It's their time, man. I ain't out here trying to be Al Bundy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Bars.
Right.
That was bars. That
Yeah.
was bars on that
You know
one.
what I'm saying, Ron? I'm not trying to be Al Bundy, man. Listen, man. I'm trying to tuck it in and go home every night. I'm trying to get to the crib, but I want to make sure I get these young bloods, a little bit of game and a little bit of instruction, so they can apply themselves to supply their wealth.
And one more question before you
That's
go. I know
it.
you leaving. I know you leaving, but
Yes,
this is
sir.
one more question for me. Last question. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
think that you think the sister? Well, it's two-part question. Do you think the sisterhood is broken, and also is women today, our sisters today, are doing a lot of things for clout, and that's it.
The sisterhood is broken. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I saw a panel the other day, and yeah, dog, if philosophical it was not spot on when he said this, people still fight this, but the brother was spot on. Think about it, bro. The good women do not do enough. I be telling my wife, like, yo,
Yeah.
I say, do you see what's going on? Now she see it, but I be trying to get her to speak on these heavens. She say, no, baby, you do enough for the both of us. I'm like, no, the same way I'm coming at the brothers, I need you to speak to these women, right? The truth of the matter is a lot of the good women won't distance themselves enough. They won't put enough distance between them and the hoes. They will go to war for the hoes, for the right for hoes to act like hoes. They will go to war for that, right? Instead of saying, nah, baby girl, that's not how we move, and I can't co-sign that or whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. So no, I don't think the sisterhood broke it. I think the sisterhood grows stronger and stronger every day, and it's gonna take society removing all safety nets. Sisters are so comfortable that you got young ladies, them 21-year-old ladies that was on this panel I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying the question on the floor was, could you survive without men? And I'm not talking about like in your day to day, if you had to, like if there was a Thanos snap, boom, men disappeared from the face of the earth, and you had to do everything: sanitation, plumbing, the power grid, you know what I'm saying, construction. You would be able to survive without men. Do you know these little heifers said, yeah? Only one of them said, no, I wouldn't survive. I would die. Only one of them said that, right? So no, the sisterhood not broken, because they still singing that Beyonce, "Oh, my ladies, independent." They still singing that, right? The other part of your question was, are the women doing? Man, it's not gender specific. They all doing anything for clout. You got people who will say egregious things that they would never say to a nigga face, just because it's the sensationalism that'll get them clicks, likes, and views. You got women.
Oh man, did he froze? Man, he was going
He
in his
froze.
They
bag.
just do it.
There you go. He's
Right,
back.
right,
He's
right,
back.
right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh man,
Chicago,
I
you
went
gave
out.
your last point. Yeah, you went out. Yeah, you was going in your
Jesus
bag.
Christ,
Go
man.
ahead. I already know. Go
Man.
ahead.
Oh man. No, I was talking about how they'll do anything for clout, man. Shout out to Offset and Cardi B for that song, man. Like that's the God. It's not gender specific. That's it's across the board. But to answer your question specifically, do I think sisters are out here doing stuff for clout? 1000%. That
100.
OnlyFans, they keep talking about that OnlyFans. Oh, it's money in the OnlyFans. Nah, baby girl, you doing that for clout. You want the attention.
Yep.
You want the attention. Everybody ain't getting paid like that on the
No.
OnlyFans. It's so easy to see coochie nowadays, bro. Why am I going on the OnlyFans paying a subscription for your nasty raggedy tail? And I can just go on P-Hub. You know what I'm
Preach.
saying? To
Talk
get what
about
I need to proceed. Yeah. So get out of here. You're doing it for the likes. And hey, listen, man, you want an excuse to do it, right? That's
it.
just
Yeah.
like they say. That's just like they say when your girl approach you about a three. Now listen, I only had this happen one time in my life, swear to God. A female approached me. She wasn't my girl like that, but we was cut buddies. And she approached me about a threesome. And when we started talking, I was like, oh, you just want an excuse to knock your homegirl down. They just want an excuse, is my point, bro. They want an excuse to, like, all that OnlyFans, you just want an excuse to act bad. You don't need no excuse, baby girl. Go do what you do. They do it for the likes and views, man. They do it for the clicks and the likes and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they do anything for clout. And then what happens? What happens, Ron? Your ass turned up 40, 50 years old, talking about what could have been, should have been, and how you got proposed to. I was almost married. I'm single by choice. Hell, for you ain't single by no doggone choice. Don't damn nigga want you now. Your coochie ran through, look like the Lincoln Tunnel. Get out of here,
Oh
man.
man.
What are you
Bars.
talking about?
Man, he's
Come
in his
on,
bag
dog.
today.
Where am I? Jay, where am I lying, fam? Where am I
Yeah,
lying?
you're not.
Hey,
You
hey,
know,
You're not.
I
you.
got a
He ain't
question for you,
lying.
Chicago Gorilla.
But let
What
me say this real quick. Do
go
you?
ahead.
Please don't lose your thought. But just let me say this, bro. Do you know how long, like, what y'all say, like, D, you the good guy. Pull up, you the good guy. You the good guy. You know how long I carried that moniker, and I used to be like, nah. How many times I tried to be the bad boy? Now I embrace it. Do you know how many females, like, just like in my lifetime, and I ain't never had no issues with dating a female or getting a female, but just like, do you wrong because you the good guy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like everything from the rooter to the tutor, I done experienced it with a female, right? Including cheating, right? You know how many of them heifers coming back now like, hey, big head. Bruh, listen, they see me with my wife. They know how I treat women, bro. I am that flowers and candy. I am that romantic dude, candles and all that. I am the nice date and all that. I'm that dude, right? You know what I mean? Them helpers come back now? No, not after you done been washed up and washed out. You done let old boy jackhammer your coochie into oblivion. And I don't want that sandpaper. Ain't nobody want that Arby's meat. The good niggas is up, man. Nerds are winning, man. We up. All them niggas that used to be cool and smooth and suave bowling in high school, them niggas is working at FedEx now, man. Get out of here.
Talk about it.
And shout out to FedEx. Hey, shout out to FedEx. I know UPS drivers they just negotiated a big bag deal. So I ain't casting no aspersions on guys that are doing honest work, but y'all get the gist of what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. I got a question for you, man. It's a very
Yes,
simple
sir.
question.
Mhm.
We need to bring Shane back?
Yes. But the only way Shane works, honestly, is from fathers in the home and from Big Mama.
Yeah.
Big Mama. Bro, do you know the reason why I did not gang bang? I ain't sell drugs, none of that, is because I ain't want to embarrass my grandma. I ain't want to disappoint my grandma.
Wow.
Like literally when, man, I love my grandma, nigga. I'll bust a nigga head to the white meat for my grandma. Drag a nigga from can't see to can't see over my grandma. When niggas would sit up there talk about, now we don't get it twisted. I did like little goofy stuff, like we got mad somebody wouldn't hire us one time and threw rocks in their window, right? Busted out a couple windows and I got in trouble for that. But I'm talking about the type of stuff that'll get you thrown in jail. When crack rock first hit, and I ain't gonna say old boy name, but it was my uncle friend was like, man, I'm gonna front you this 8-ball. You go do this, bring this back, and then you can re-up and make this, and this. And you see how I'm driving right now? You could be riding this too. You see me with these Jordan 3s? Yeah, you could be riding this, with this too. Woo woo. You see baby over there, and it'd be like a hot chick from the block that everybody done ran through at this point. Yeah, you can get one. I said, man, what if what if I went to jail and my grandma had to come get me out of jail? Man, I can't do that to my grandma. That'd break her heart. Yeah, we need to bring shaming back. A lot of heifers in my family didn't do half the stuff that other heifers was doing because they didn't want to disappoint grandma. They didn't want that. They didn't want that. Also, they definitely didn't want that finger wet. You know what grandma used to do, fam? Grandma used to come in the house and say, I had a dream about fishes. My grandma, I remember, hey, I got cousins, my aunt was pregnant, but we ain't know. And my grandma used to be like, which one of y'all wench is pregnant? Because she had a dream about fishes. And fishes meant somebody was pregnant. And she predicted almost every woman in our family that was pregnant at a time. She predicted almost every woman.
Crazy. That's
That's that southern.
Yeah.
That's that southern. Hey, listen, man, my grandma from Frenchman's Bayou, Arkansas, bro. Like country.
Yeah.
Country. She was literally telling my kids about how they used to it wasn't this was like kind of Jim Crow era, but she was talking about how the white men used to cheat them out of it. Like they'll go pick all this stuff and then the white men would just come take it. Cause it was food that her dad would have for them, and white man come by and say, let me get that basket. And he say, she said he would say, well, that's not for sale. And the white man would say, well, I ain't buying either. Give it to me. And would take the bag. Now she's telling my kids this story because they just read it in the books or they just see the little movies and think fat meat ain't greasy. Right? Mm-hmm. Way off topic. I'm so sorry.
No,
the point being, I'm giving credence. I'm giving credence and credibility to the elders in our family, which we disrespect. Well, women disrespect each other now in this space by calling each other mammy. We have no idea what that means. And we use that term so loose to denigrate people. But let me tell you something. Mammy knew. Big Mama knew. Medea, Nana, you know what I'm saying? Meemaw. They knew, fam.
Preach.
And remember now, they didn't make it past fourth grade,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? They had a master's in common sense,
Mm. Preach.
doctorates in common sense. That's why I say to this day, man, my grandma taught me that she when I used to, be smelling myself, she said, boy, you know everything about nothing.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why you gotta humble yourself, fam. Yeah, bring shaming back. Yeah, heifer, you should be ashamed walking around with a bonnet and booty shorts and furry slippers. You don't go out the house disrespect. If nothing else, even if you don't have a man, you don't disrespect your family name.
Facts.
Man, facts, bro.
Hey, they be so comfortable. You've seen them in
Drop
airports on
mic.
Chicago Rilla.
Man, he going
You
in.
you know you know what I'm saying? They be so comfortable. Walk out the house looking like anything. No, 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 no. You don't, that's one of the first conversations me and my lady had is that, we represent each other. Now, when she got my last name officially, hey man, that ain't for play. That ain't for play. That last name means something. My kids, I don't play about that. You're not fit to bring no shame to my name. And to this day, again, I tell y'all, my neighborhood that I grew up in, I'm still active there. The house that we have in the family where my grandma lives to this day, we didn't have that in the family 50. We didn't have that house 50 years. Okay.
Wow.
So 50, our name means something in that neighborhood is my point.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even with everything that's going on with one of, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think five of the original, from when I grew up, at least 5 of the original families that's left on that block. Like it's 5 families left on that block.
Mm-hmm.
We're one of those families. And like I say, our name means something. So when I go to my alderman office, my name means something. Now, if I was going up there thugging it out and, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how to articulate. No, I'm just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Joe, cause you know what I'm saying? We need this. Nah, fam, no. I gotta represent. I'm representing my grandma. I'm representing the legacy of my granddad. Right? Even to the men. Hey, listen, to your point, fam, we need to bring shaming back to the men.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Remember Paw Big Daddy. Hey, man, you the worst thing you could do is be accused of not being around being a man around other men. That's the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yep.
Remember, as a 13-year-old boy, you couldn't wait to be a man. You couldn't wait to be running in granddad. Well, I don't know. This was me running in granddad closet, getting that Fabergé brute, putting that on before you go to the sock hop or go to homecoming,
Yeah,
because you want to smell like a man.
that's true.
He tell the truth. You ain't lie. You tell the truth.
When,
Running the dad's room, get that
hey,
cologne. You right though.
man, think about the first time. Well, for me, the first time my granddad let me cut the grass by myself. Oh, I'm a man now. Now I want to cut everybody grass.
Yep.
Now I'm earning my own money to get my own. At that time, we had cassette tapes for you youngins. We had cassette tape. You had to take the pencil. I came and rewind it back. You know what I'm talking about?
I had it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I used to order my tapes
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
magazine.
Wait, really? I remember them days. I'm not that young.
No, Ronnie, you too young. No,
I
you too
remember
young,
them days.
Ronnie. You
I
don't
remember
know.
that used to
No,
rewind
no,
and
no. You don't know
record,
nothing about that.
re-record, rewind,
You don't know
re-record.
nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that Uncle Al. You don't
You
know nothing
already
about
know. I wouldn't
uh uh who else was it? Uncle Al,
NWA. I
Crazy
know.
Legs.
Yep.
Crazy.
MC Sade.
Even though I'm 33, I was young. Like my uncle, he had the boombox. He had a LL Cool J.
Yep, dual cassette.
Can't live without my radio. I was 2 years
Oh,
old,
we was
going to
ignorant.
the pressing the button and everything. So I know what the
I
Oh
cassette
know.
yeah,
tapes
we
are.
was ignorant. We was
Old school
ignorant. We was
records,
do the
man.
right thing ignorant. Yeah, we was do the right thing ignorant with them boom boxes. My point being is bring the shame back to the men too. You should be ashamed you don't know how to change a tire.
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't know how to change a tire, beloved. You should be ashamed,
That's facts.
right?
Yeah.
Just the basics, right? So yeah, we need to bring shaming back, and that's not a bad thing. People abuse that, but my pastor say the improper use of anything. He said when you have the improper use of anything, abuse is inevitable.
Mm.
Right? So you don't shame people for the sake of shaming people or to make it seem like you better than them. That's not what you shaming people for. It's to get them to reflect and then aspire to reach higher levels. Because again, like I say, the worst thing when my uncles now they recognize me, and I mean they probably been recognizing me. I still just saw myself as, you know, young blood or whatever in their eyes. But for my uncles to recognize me as a man and to have a full seat at the table with them, man, come on, fam. If my uncles was telling me goofy stuff like how they talk about some of my cousins, if they had said that about me, man, I'd be like, God, dog, man. Right?
Yeah.
So that shaming only works when the power behind it is a credible source. It can't be me just randomly shaming folk out here, man. That shit don't work. When I say when I say you raggedy heifers, I don't expect them heifers to feel no type of way. But guess what? Them hit dogs do holler. So when them raggedy heifers hear this and they say, who he think he talking to? You raggedy heifer. You. I'm shaming you. You out here in booty shorts and furry slippers. I'm talking to you, you raggedy heifer. You out here looking like a Muppet baby with a gat dog on Grimace the Menace wig on, purple wigs. That, you know, like, fam. Yeah, we got to bring shaming back, man. People want to bring the love back. We got to bring discipline, order, and structure back. And the men keep trying to give that to you ladies, and you ladies keep categorically rejecting it, which is why you remain beholden to the white man's whims.
Damn, drop Mike.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chicago really for being on the platform, being on the panel. Man, well, blessing and abundance to you, Chicago Willer, man. Yeah. Man. You killed it, man.
Man, love and gratitude to y'all boys, man. I ain't gonna derail y'all show. No, I'm back in the clouds, man. Y'all go ahead, get on with the show. I'm back in the clouds listening to y'all, man. I really do appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Keep cooking, family.
Man, and the love, man.
Hey, and y'all in the audience, get these doggone likes up, man. Get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all monetized over here yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet, man.
Where the super chats? Where the cash apps? What's the cash app? What's the cash app?
It's a link. Natasha put the link down.
Natasha put the link down.
Yeah. Natasha Vistas, she already on it.
Send them doggone cash app. Hey, if you got listen, real talk. If you only got $1, man, but I know it's payday for some of y'all, and I know some of you old nasty perverts finna spend some bread on a young lady. So before you go get your before you go get your Mad Dog 2020 and your moonshine, send these brothers to support the work that they doing, so they could put that back into building their business, man. Send the cash app over here, even if it's just $1, man. Love and gratitude for y'all family. Thank y'all for allowing me to wreck y'all show, and I'll holler at y'all later.
No, you already know.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate
you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love and gratitude.
Love. Likewise. But Hakeem would say he was gonna show the video. Go ahead, Hakeem, show the video, and then we can continue with the show. But shout out to Chicago, really, man. He was dropping, man, some powerful gems. Go ahead.
Stay silent.
It's the hardest thing to do. It's to not say anything when the whole world is saying something about you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. The woman who made those allegations is wanted by Houston police tonight because investigators say she made up the story to profit from a GoFundMe. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is now live at HPD headquarters tonight with the exclusive interview. Bryce.
Keith and Daniela, Rhoda Osman, who's known virally as Brick Lady, was expected to surrender here at Houston Police Headquarters this afternoon. That did not happen. But tonight, the man who she accused of throwing that brick at her head when she says she wouldn't give him her phone number is telling only KPRC2 what he says happened that night.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video has been seen millions of times. The man accused of the viral brick throw reached out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan. a diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
It's been a divide between, you know, black men, black women, and it's been, it's really evil what she did.
If police didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you, what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain. And that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I heard it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Wow.
She
Could've
said she
destroyed
was,
his life, man.
yeah, she was drinking and then she acting a fool. Acting a fool.
And they have it on camera, so he
Yep.
good. He
Girl,
good,
what
good.
said she came in there with a mask. They didn't know if that stuff was on her face before she got there.
That's what I was saying. It could have been
Right.
before, but yeah. Wow. People are sick, man. Anything for clout. That's why I said. That's why I asked Chicago that question. Where these women today, where they do everything for clout? He said yes. I think he should press charge. I think he should. I think he should press charges because she could have
I was
did.
about to say the same thing.
She could did some damage to that man's life. Because
Yeah,
remember,
because-
he would be going some places. People would try to probably put hands on him. You never know because, man, you got to be. Wow. And he's right, man. Whatever it is, it is. It's the internet. It is. He's right. Wow. She could have ruined that man's life. You're right, Sherry Brown. She could have really ruined that man's life. For real, for real.
But hey, now she's getting accountable what she doing and everything. And like I said, sooner or later she gotta turn herself in. Well, they're gonna find her, put her in handcuffs, and take her to jail.
Well, that being said, on to the next one. Go ahead, George.
All right, people, we're gonna jump on to the next topic, and this kind of went trending. This is coming from Dr. Umar. He was on a podcast, I believe it was a couple of days ago, and he made a trend about how people, man or woman, that have let's see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. Let me go to it. He said people that are emotionally damaged are always the sexual promiscuous. Always a sexual promiscuous in a way. And you know, that's, to me, I could definitely agree on that. I pretty believe my two brothers will agree with that. So we're gonna get a little detail what Dr. Umar was saying. After that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Akeem.
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others.
Mm.
You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
They need.
Oh wow, wow, wow. So, hey man, I want to shoot. Ronnie laughing, so I'm gonna pass it to you right quick, buddy. So, was Dr. Umar speaking the truth? Was this factual, or what he was talking about?
No. Shout out to American Negro. Shout out to Liberate Soul, and shout out to who's that? Is it Incel?
Yeah.
NCL.
Inside 1961.
61. Shout out to you. I think that's on Jordan's side of the
He
family.
said, "Believe all women."
Hey, I
No,
would have
because
changed that. Believe all women's actions.
no,
I'll
because
say that part.
I was laughing because Umar is crazy. He's crazy, and the way he articulate himself is so good to the point that you believe what he's saying. Well, some of the stuff he said is 100% true and 100% not true. But I get the concept of where he's coming from because remember, keeping in mind, because women are emotional beings, so they are addicted to pretty much whoever's gonna feed into their emotions. So pretty much, if you that guy right now at that moment, pretty much what he gave that analogy. If you that guy at that moment and you see that she's crazy over you, she's in love with you, she want to spend time with you like nonstop. But as soon as y'all break up, she finds someone else to fill in that void because that's what they on. They on that search for someone that feed into that emotional void, which is that emotional side of herself. So, that's why I say, I kind of get where he's coming from, but I kind of disagree with him at the same time. But I just find him to be hilarious because the way he just sold that idea, and the man on the panel was like agreeing and like it was like very powerful because it's Umar Johnson. So that's why that's why that's why I was laughing so hard. But at the same time, um, women people choose to be promiscuous. They choose to live that lifestyle, and that's what they want to do. That's exactly what they do because we all an adult. You can do whatever you want to do. But at the same time, I don't think they just are automatically like broken people automatically is promiscuous because that's not true. Because sometimes broken people are the same people that's dealing with any form of addiction to fill in that void and don't have to be always the sexual side of themselves. But go ahead, Akeem. I want to know your thoughts on that.
You want to know something? I kind of agree with him. You feel me? And I do think that even with my own experience too, when you can't foster, because let me tell you something, an emotionally intelligent person is not sleeping with random people, or you're not sleeping with multiple people. So you care about your body and your inner soul to say that. And if you're in the church, then you also believe in soul ties and giving off energy and stuff of that nature. So, but when you're not emotionally intelligent and you've been through traumatic things, you're going to be validated. For men, a lot of us men, love language is sex. We say physical touch. We don't feel a woman love us until she give us her body. And we misconstrued by that. Because time, her being there, that also values too. But we don't see nothing but sex. Like if we're not smashing, we're gonna say, nah, man, like she's
No,
sleeping with.
but Hakeem, on that point, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
He's not talking about men. He's talking about women. Just keep
Oh,
that in mind. He's not
okay.
talking about men. He's talking about
Mm,
women. But go
Okay,
ahead.
so I've never been promiscuous, so I can't speak on that. So let's see it from this point. For women, I do know women who are very, very promiscuous, and I'm saying this, I don't want nobody to get mad. I've noticed women who've been very, very promiscuous. When you start to dig deep, there has been something traumatic happen. And he is right where some women will give so much sex to get validation from the person that they're seeking from. If it's a man that they like, or if it's this. And sometimes if you've been SA'd, some people who've been SA'd tend to be a lot more promiscuous because it just clicks on a button that they can't turn off. And not knowing that, hey, queen, your body's a temple. You don't really gotta smash for me to like you. But some women equate that, okay, he's not gonna might want to be here if I don't F him good. And that's why I say I kind of believe that.
For me, I don't think women who are sexually got is emotionally damaged. They're promiscuous. Are there some? Maybe 50%. Yeah, I believe that. I've seen it before, and living in Pontiac. I've seen it in my lifetime where if there's some emotionally damaged, and they might jump to man, or they might stay with the man or be in a SA type of situation, and then they feel like, when they're damaged, they feel like they're doing the right thing, and they continue to stay with the relationship and everything. But yeah, but what Dr. Umar said, I know, like I said, I don't 100% agree what he was saying. I like I said, I'm running on this. I agree with some what he was saying, but like I said, there's a lot of people, who might be emotionally damaging. And most of the time, I've seen it wasn't school, being in a public school and everything. And then after public school, after that, they either in their 20s and 30s, they either try to get help, or they will move out of their neighborhood because they mess around with so many guys that they're trying to move out the neighborhood, maybe move to a different city or a different state, and sometimes they'll start fresh and everything. But yeah, with the emotional, damage emotionally and everything. It's a lot out there. I could definitely say out there, but I don't think all of them is moving to man and man and try to stay with them just to be validation. Some of them are, or some, they might stay relationship, and then it gets very, very toxic and everything. And because they've probably been in previous toxic relationships, that's it's kind of like the normal to them in a way and everything. So, with some emotionally damaged people, with the stuff they go into the past, with the toxicity and everything, either they stay in a relationship, or they try to, get some type of help to get healed, meaning if they got to go see a therapist or move out of the city or a different state just to get out of the way and start fresh and everything. That's my little point on that one.
No, but I do agree when Hakeem broke his points down. I kind of agree with him. Now I kind of get what Umar is actually coming from what how the way Hakeem broke it down. But at the same time, I'm trying to see, have I ever experienced a girl ever that I've been with ever think about, okay, I want to use sex as a way for me to like pretty much seek validation. Most of the time, I think girls when the girls I used to sleep with, I think they just will have sex just because that's of course they enjoy being around me, but also because they enjoy having sex. I don't think it had anything to do with her being broken or like seeking the what she's seeking for. I think it's mostly people that like for example, like there's a lot of women now doing OnlyFans. I think it's be those type of women that's actually seeking for like validation than someone that like a regular girl that's broken. Because most of the time, the girl that's broken, they just want guy. They just want to have a guy to be there. They can talk about their problems. But Hakeem say he experienced when the girls say, "Hey, they want to have sex," and you be like, "No, I'm good because I'm not. Hey, you don't need to do all that." So go ahead, Hakeem.
No, Devin. First, shout outs to Ashton Wims. He's in there. But what's good, fellas? And Bobby said something real pivotal that ties into to say people who have been hurt seek attention. I want y'all to listen to that. And when I say I've experienced, I tell y'all this, I'm not shy about it. I've lived the ghetto life. I've been a part of the streets. I've seen things that I'm not proud of. I've seen things and I took a step back and just watch and laugh, which as an older man, I say, damn, that shit really was no good. And then when you home back and I start to go back in my deck and I try to analyze the women and I go back and I understand what went on with them, a lot of these girls had some traumatic experience. You don't know that face that. It's the same way. Let's be frank. In the 90s, girls was getting train ran on them. That's great. That's great. And then when you ask them, hey, what are you doing? That they was like, oh, I'm trying to prove that I love my dude.
And in the early in 2000s too.
But I can't. Let me ask you a question, because I know back then you used to date a lot of women. Do you ever a kind of woman ever ask you, "Hey, Hakeem, you don't love me unless you sleep with me"?
I have met women like that. I have met women that if I didn't feel like having sex that night, they thought they did something wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they
And
think a
what was the
man puts it.
conversation like? Oh, sorry.
Go
You
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead, Jordan. What you were saying?
No, I just feel like it's like with that situation, like I said, they women is like I said, oh, he's not like I said. It's like they, I mean, if a man think about sex all the time, so I should get this man sex every day, and then if he don't want sex, it's okay. Like, well, I'm doing something wrong. He supposed to have sex with me. It's that's what men do. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And so go ahead.
No, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna reiterate the question. So, what was the conversation like?
So it was like, yo, like you didn't touch me tonight. I was like, I'm tired. She said, did I do something wrong? I'm like, nah, I just don't feel like doing it today. She was like, but when we get up, we doing this all the time, like, and started crying. But then I know something was up with her. I'm like, is you serious? We don't think about these things, but a lot of these people come from situation, and there's been so many situations I meet women they come from, even a past boyfriend who they've been with, who probably forced them into having sex, and they feel like this is what has to be done, and they carry that on into another relationship. Those negative energies put it on you. And then there was women who I've been with, they wanted me to do some wild shit. I said, I'm not that freaky. I'm like, no. I say, that's crossing the bridge. You know what I mean? And then when I say, you do that? She said, yeah, what's wrong with that? Everybody know. I say, no, baby. Normal people don't do that. I've never done a threesome. I'm not doing anything this, but I've met people who wanted to do these things. Be like, hey, let's do this. I'm going to bring my homegirl over. I say, baby, I don't know her like that. I might catch something. She was like, oh, I know her. We cool. He said, Hakeem, if she's not crying, then you're doing it wrong. You see?
What?
Why? Listen. Why high old school?
Wait, she gotta cry while
She
you
has
having
to.
sex?
Don't get me wrong. They want the pain, and even in that situation, sex supposed to be love making. It's
Right. That's what I'm
supposed
thinking.
it's
Right.
supposed to
That's
be
where I'm
love
coming from.
making. And here's the thing that a woman told me one time. She say they be clowning dudes with small D's. If the relationship is good, anything will make that woman happy. And she said, you see, not true,
That
but
Bobby, yeah, Bobby says not true. That
not
was
true.
it. That was I was like. That was say what? What type of women y'all been? I know there's a different variety of
There's a
women, but I'm
different
just
version.
saying. But it's just I never heard like a woman say, I need to cry to be like you. It's like look, all the women in the class had their
Yeah,
chest
that's
out
Yeah,
new to
yeah,
like
me too.
yeah.
Yeah,
certain
that's new
pride.
to
Yeah,
me.
they're like, no, that's
So
new. Like that's what? Go
so
ahead,
so
Jackie.
so here's the thing. When you meet a good woman who hasn't been a traumatic experience, you're not smashing like that. She's not letting you hit the first, second date. And I'm not saying these girls are not hoes who let you hit the first, second date or something, but you know there's something going on. When I actually met a good woman and I had to wait and she wanted to know me and we hang out and we catered the time. And when the time was right, I was like, and her father was around and this and that. You start to pick up on different things. Be like, oh wow. So I really was dating people who had been SA'd or great or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean, when they ask you to choke me, you know what I mean? Tears rolling from great she say tears rolling.
Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty.
They like them eaters. They like them eaters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Jordan not gonna play the other video I sent him.
Yeah.
What happened with Angela Yee about these women be talking about having toys and sitting on it while they at work.
Oh man.
They're going too far out here. These women are nasty.
Well, and then at the gorilla talking about, do you drink nut? What? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell is that?
As she said, she gonna cry when I get back home to my girlfriend.
Yeah. You say, look.
No, but Ashley, I remember that situation between you and Taz about the brick lady. You was right. You was right. You was
You was
right. Yeah, you was right. I no. See, no debate there. I'm not debating you, Ashley. You was right. But Hakeem. But I still want to go back.
Yeah.
Because I want to go. Because remember, right now we're talking about women that's seeking validation through sex.
Yeah.
So you think all the women you've been with, all of them was seeking validation through sex, or it was like a small percentage back then? I ain't talking about now, but I'm talking about back then.
So to be very honest, I didn't date a lot of quality women. I'm gonna be very frank about that. So when I start to say that, a large majority of them wanted validation through sex, and I wanted validation through sex. I'm gonna be real with you. I was a broken person. I say my insecurities led me to the point to believe if I wasn't fucking, that she don't like me. If I wasn't smashing, or if I wasn't doing the most nastiest thing, she didn't like me, or she didn't care. I said, nah, get naked, bend over. I'm talking about real on some ruthless shit. Like
Not looking at her face.
Not looking at her face.
That's the thing right there.
We talking about back in the days. I met somebody and I knew you was insecure. I'm getting you, and you come to the crib. As soon as you go to the door, take your pants down, bend over. Listen, it used to be I'll play rap music while I'm beating, and after I'm done, I say it's time to go home.
And don't look at me either.
I said it's time to go home. You know what I mean? But then listen here. A lot of us is having sex to cope with the pain, and I'm telling you, so a lot of them I'm validating and they validating. But and even, you know what I mean, and it's not who was good at sex or not, it's just the point that the act was there and I wasn't even trying to get to know these people. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm saying to myself, I'm giving up my soul ties. I'm still feeling empty. And it's just like another high like crack. Oh man, it's time to, man, where the next freak at? You know what I'm saying? Like me and my homeboys gonna run a train. But then it's like, we ain't winning on that. I didn't win on nothing. Nothing. I didn't win nothing. There was no validation with none of that. And I tell people this is what Chicago was on here. He was telling a true statement. I wish we was young, and when I was young, I could have accepted that and stayed with a girl who actually cared about me. And you want to know why I left her? The women who was really good to me,
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why I left them?
You couldn't have sex with them?
Because they didn't want to fuck when I told them to.
That's what I figured.
Bitch, you better drop them drawers right fucking now.
Damn,
I can't.
I already know. Damn.
If you don't, please.
God, no, big dog.
I'm being real with you. When I came over, I was
cracking up.
Yeah. When I came over, I was expecting a smash. I was expecting a smash, and I'm talking about, and then I wake up 2, 3 in the morning. I say, and I roll you. I say, man, I'm trying to beat.
Boy, you got liberated soul laughing. You got liberated soul laughing. That means you going in.
I'm being real with you. I was insecure about myself growing up. I didn't get when I was able to, and I came into fruition. I say, man, I'm trying to be. Now, why can't we just chill, man? Shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to.
No, but that's what I say, because that was your acceptance. That was your validation. That was your validation. That was your love. So if you didn't get that,
I wasn't getting it. I look at you funny. She said, let's just go out to a movie or something like that. And they'll pick up on it. He say, you ain't wrong, Prince. You left them and followed the week. She smashed the gay dude at church doing Bible study. Trust me. He said she says the arm swing for me. But and she said, I just tapped back in. The delivery was funny. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I'm like, man, when I was young, I say, I used to hang with a group of guys. We did not work. We didn't have a job. We didn't know half the time where we got the money, but we had cars. Our main focus was fucking that day. Who's smashing and who grabbing?
One or multiple women, Hakeem?
Huh?
One woman or multiple women?
Nigga, if you wasn't fucking, we looking at you. You was gay that day. We ain't trying to make you out no wife. You expendable, baby. How fat that monkey is.
So, but do you think? But do you think it was really bad days, or you probably just had a sex addiction? Do you think it was just that?
No, it was
Because
validation. I'm gonna
it
be
was valid. No, because people that have sex addiction, they're like, okay, I just enjoy having sex, but I just enjoy having sex. But then to you say it was validation because why?
I'm gonna tell you why. If I had a sex addiction, I'll be trying to pay for sex today. Since I'm not active, since I don't got the energy for it. But
Mm-hmm.
when I went through therapy and I talked to the pastor, when I started to get back in the church and I talked to the pastor and
Hmm.
and he started to understand, and he said like having sex is love and stuff like that, and not for that release and busting nuts and cream pies, all that wild stuff I used to think about. You know what I mean? When now I'm looking for companionship, and if we so happen to have sex, I think I can enjoy sex now than I did before. Back then it was just to release the pressure. You know what I mean? I wanted it straight, no chaser.
Shout out to No Chaser in the building.
That
But go ahead.
you know what I'm saying? So we need to start thinking about that. If you know somebody who's very sexually promiscuous, something happened to him or something happened to her. And if she's willing to do that, and sometimes I think something woke me up with this one particular person who adored me. Oh my God. I knew she adored me because whenever I wanted to smash, it was ready and we was on go time at the beach, in the car, in front of my cousin's house, you name it. I was doing it, dropping my pants down like, hey, hey. I sat there and I asked her one day, I said, hey, why you let me fuck like that? You let me fuck anytime. Oh, I do it because I love you. I said, what? You do that because you love me? A lot of y'all don't know that love sometimes can be misconstrued as being used or a person hurting you in the same process. When she told me that, I was like, this person actually said they love me. Yes, I am a hornball. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I won't shy away from that.
That's right. That's why you're strong about on-demand sex.
On-demand sex, and I want to do that with my wife. I want to do that with my wife. But listen, the on-demand sex is different now as an older man than when I was a youngin. Now we got to go to work every day. But if it's 2 a.m, I'm gonna say, "You ready, late? Turn over, baby. Turn over, baby. Turn over." She said, "I'm tired, Hakeem, baby. You married me when I told you this. I needed to be prepared." You know what I mean? But
No, if she should be prepared. If you already told her the first thing you told her if you're dating, hey, she's already prepared. She'll be dug into her mind already.
dug into her mind. Listen, but to answer your question, Roni, and I want even the fellas to think about this. Like as sex was a necessity, not what I mean is in not understanding that sex should be something beautiful and as something encompassing in the relationship instead of something as a tool. And at that time, I think that, and first off, also look at it from this. You might get a woman who wanted more than you. That is true. And I might not be able to handle that.
That what I was saying. So that was it. Sometimes I don't think it's a woman really seeking validation. I think it's a woman that just enjoy having sex. There's a lot of women who really do
Yeah,
enjoy having sex.
yeah, that is true. But
And I think we put limitation on women because we think women are supposed to be like, oh, they're not supposed to enjoy sex. It's only the man that's supposed to enjoy sex, and that's not true because now you kind of see this generation of women, they're coming out to the point that they bringing toys to work. They're expressing guys, hey, I want to have these different type of sexual experience. A lot of women are now watching porn on these different sites. It just that would say I can agree with Umar and I should disagree with him at the same time. I don't think it's them actually seeking validation. I think they just enjoy it. They feel they enjoy the pleasure of it. It was just to me. I think that's what sex for anyway. Of course, sex is for the love making, but it's also for the enjoyment as well. They enjoy that thrill.
And procreation. But go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah,
No,
go
I was
ahead,
gonna say
Jordan.
And,
you just said I can't. I was gonna say baby making. Go ahead.
but we also got to look at it from a point of the women who enjoy having sex. They're not having sex when it's bad, and this is where we have to say that there's something of a problem too. When you and the person are going through something, and let's say I'm an asshole and you still give me sex, then we need to reevaluate something. Because I don't like. I'm using you now because I know you're gonna give it to me. I know you're gonna give it to me when things are going bad. I see that. And when things are
I
going
already
bad,
know you saw it. I know
Oh
yeah,
you
yeah,
see that.
man,
yeah,
I know
we
yeah,
you
all
saw it.
see that. They all see that. The
yeah.
whole
Everybody
chat
see that.
sees that.
Everybody see it.
Everybody sees
I
that.
can't. I can't. She said she'll put you on your back. She'll make you cry. Wow.
Listen, listen,
Damn.
listen. I drink a lot of Guinness, and I drink, I drink a lot of Guinness, and
I
I'm on the
can't run. When you hear a woman say she'll make you cry, run.
yeah.
I mean,
I-
run.
I'm on them super mega green.
Hey, Zara B, happy
Hey
New
Zara
Year.
Zara.
B.
Yeah, it's been a
She been
while.
gone.
Good
She
to
It's
been
been
over
see
a
you,
there. She
while.
been
Zara.
over there. She over there in that UK world. She doing her thing. Shout out to her doing her thing over there in the UK world. She like, I'm a
Yes.
runner.
I'm a running out of track star.
So,
Damn.
Hakeem's gonna run away. He's gonna get hard.
She say Hakeem and Bobby.
He said, "Big up in that." Yeah. So we have to look at it. But Umar, he said you got a good talking. I can back up a lot too. I ain't never been no liar, baby. But Umar touched on something that a lot of people he says things that does ruffle feathers, but there's so much truth behind it, and we have to start to think about this. And I think women who know other women who are very promiscuous, they know their secrets. That and this is why if it's best to hear women chime in because you have a friend you're noticing that is doing something. Because I had somebody who I talked to one time, and they was telling me about their homegirl who had slept with like 60 people in a span of like 6 months, and she was like,
I can believe it.
You
Yeah,
see
I
what I'm
can believe
saying?
it.
And she was like, and then listen to this. When she explained it, she was explaining, she was like, this girl wanted to have a baby so bad. She wanted to have a baby so bad that she was sleeping with multiple people at one time. She was older and she did not care. And I was like, what, you know what I mean? But and mind you, they're young. These were like kind of young people. They was like in their 20s or something. She said that, yeah. And she was like, she was going through some pain. And I was like, going through some pain and stuff like
Everybody shake her head and say, oh my God. No, I can believe it. There is girls that do that. Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say, and not caring who the person is, and they getting popped off. And I was like, yo, is she cool? But she said she really wanted to have a baby. But I said that's a mental thing if you're doing that. And knowing classy women understand that your body's a temple, so you're not sleeping around like that. And listen, there's some women in their lifetime, in the span of relationships, they probably only slept with 5 people. And not
Yes.
that 5, they've been there 4 or 5 years apart per relationship. You know
No,
what I'm trying to?
but here's the thing, Hakeem. Let's say for that girl situation, I don't know her. Of course, you know her on
Yeah.
a personal level. But I'm just saying. Let's say she got that one experience where she got that climax experience, that orgasm. Now she's trying to seek for that. She's not seeking validation for the man, but she's trying to seek for that experience he had from that orgasm. Because when I do research and I see girls when they talk about their experience, when they say, hey, um, this guy I used to date, when I hear their testimony, it was like, oh, this guy I used to date, this guy let me have this incredible orgasm. Now I'm out there trying to seek for that. But it's not me trying to seek for the guy's validation. It's just me trying to seek for that experience, just that orgasm experience. That's why they can go ahead and sleep with so many multiple guys and still trying to get more and more of it because they're trying to seek for that one experience they have with that one person. But go ahead.
That's a mental problem.
Yes, I agree.
That's a mental problem. Now, mind you, if you a
hot.
freak, if you a freak and you freaky like that, but you only want to sex one person and your body count is low, then we could chop it up and say, yeah, she just like to have sex. But if you freaking and you bouncing from men to men to men and you giving up your soul ties, it's hard for you. Listen, and when you say you have a point. And this is why some women can't stay in certain relationships because they say the sex is not too good. And then we saying like, if you're looking for sexual validation, it's hard for you to pair bond now.
Go ahead, Jordan.
No, facts. Keep going.
It's hard for you to pair bond. So you tell me you cannot enjoy that sexual partner you have. So for a woman who only had one sexual partner or two, she don't feel like she's missing anything. And a lot of and that's why I say sexual liberation on both ends doesn't work at times. Even for a man, if a man doesn't get saved and he just used to just smashing everything, he'll just look at another hole as another hole. It's some dudes I know like that. They could have a good woman and say, man, this shit not tight enough. I say, but she's 40. Oh, she's a hallway. You know what I mean? You know, there's a research saying that men that are promiscuous are affected just like, I agree with you.
I agree.
We agree with you.
We agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're talking about.
So if a man who constantly has sex with different women, it's going to be hard for him to pair bond too and to feel like this is enough. Because if you're not a freak, why Shannon Sharp said he need a freak. He hasn't stayed with none of the persons that he's had kids with. When he made that statement and he was giving up a props to a porn star that was on Twitter, I'm like,
yeah, that's what he said. He said that's what he looking for.
So you a 60-year-old man looking for somebody to drain your balls, like what the young, like a OnlyFans person.
Yeah.
Pause. You say, DB say, well, why you haven't using women as an example the whole stream? Hold on.
We talking about Umar.
We talking about Umar. I know Ruthless Truth gonna go in if he get in here.
Yeah, he want the link. Gotta put that in my chat.
Yeah, put it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, okay, DB. There's tons of women we could look at. Tons of women. You know who we could? Listen. We could look at somebody famous. What's this girl name, man? I'm trying to think of this person's name. Who, you know what's so hard when we start to try to analyze this? It's a person who, you know, which one of them girls who's very promiscuous and now it's kind of hard for her. No, Sugar Bum. Use men like Sugar Bum. DB said we can't use men. We've already used men in the thing. Hell no, Abel settled down. I'm trying to think of Ron. What woman we know that's very promiscuous in the industry that hasn't been able to settle down? Amber Rose.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. You did. Oh, I didn't say that. Look, Amber Rose is a person who's been pair bonded and nobody has settled down. Listen, her baby daddy, her second baby daddy.
Facts.
And Amber,
no, I can't even. That's facts. What you say, Amber Rose? Yep.
Amber Rose. Amber Rose is athletic and she's tall and her body's ripped. and gorgeous. You could tell she work out. Her second baby daddy, it wasn't even enough for her that he had to go sleep with Cher.
She said, "What?" Sugar Mom said, "Rick Ross." Rick Ross.
We're not gonna listen. Rick Ross is another example. We're gonna use women. We already know he's not good. He has so many kids and he's not content. He changed women like draws. But when we talking about women who been so promiscuous that it is hard for somebody to settle down with them, or they can. There's a girl on TikTok. I don't know if you ever heard of her. I think her name is Pretty Op. You ever heard of her?
No,
that's known to me.
No.
She used to go around. She used to go around and sleep with different rappers. She recently just got pregnant, but here's a kicker: she's also gay in a gay relationship, and she's pregnant. On the thing, and then it's like, and then the funny thing about her, she'll go sleep with rappers, but don't ask for money. She says she's just doing it for fun.
No, because a lot of ladies say in the chat that we always talking about women, but I'm just saying because Umar, based on the topic, because Umar was talking about women.
Umar
That's
was
why we're talking about women.
Talk to women, exactly.
Because
Umar
a lot of
was-
people just walking in. That's why I'm saying they was walking in. They didn't see the video. But I can play the video one more time so they can see where we're coming from. So they see the idea of the Umar. And there's the simp is in the building.
Listen, let's play this video.
We're gonna play the word, and then Ruthless is gonna go in. But go ahead. We're gonna play the video first.
Ruthless, I want to hear your thoughts on that. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll play a video that you can go through.
Hold on 1 minute. Damn, what is video at?
Ruthless came in. He said the link. Yeah, we gonna drop it right now. Then Ruthless go.
Sugar always want.
Yeah, you know, Sugar, she get tired of the men always using women as an example. But go.
I know she say that, but
people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
They need.
Go ahead, Ruthless. You could go in, big dog.
So, just to try to reiterate what he said, so he's saying that women, when they're, whether they're in a relationship or they're ready to lead to another, their nature of them always want to be with another man. Okay, I mean, okay, so that wasn't heavy. I mean, that's not heavy. That's just how it goes, right?
That is, but it's triggering for a lot of women to hear that. They say that, the way I took it is that any woman you know who sleep multiple times with different men on a regular, you could tell she's damaged. Do you agree with that?
No.
Whoa.
What?
Wait, what? You say no?
You
Go
don't
ahead,
know-
Ruthless. Why? Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
Because
Come
women
on.
are not. First of all, women are not a monolith either. Can we agree with that?
Yeah,
So
I can agree with
women
that.
not a
Yeah.
monolith.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got some women who they just have to have they like to have a lot of sex. You got some women who want power.
Let me
Not
ask you a
just
question.
sex, but they really want the power. Like they only want to give up the sex to get power or to get things they want. Right? They use it more as a tool. Then you got other women who are trying to live the Disneyland, right? Wait for that one right guy to get married, have all the kids by. Okay, you got them type of women out here too. Then you got the women who are what you call connoisseurs of sexuality, right? They just use their sexual. They just know how to manipulate. They use their sexuality to manipulate or to be rebellious to men, right? To show that we don't give a fuck about you, right? So, being that women are not a monolith, right? So for you to say, oh, a woman who leaves you is promiscuous because she needs another man, right, to take your place. But then there's some women that don't. I've seen women leave a relationship and don't be with a man for years. I've seen that too, right?
Great
So
point.
this is the thing, right? People who are addiction is addiction. I think somebody said that earlier, right? So if somebody's addicted to have a lot of sex, they're just addicted to have a lot of sex. Now, can that person be like slow down? Yeah, if she sees a guy, she falls for a guy, on she gets a psychological attachment to this guy, then she will most likely, shut everything down and try to focus on him for as long as she possibly can. Okay. Then so I also heard, I think somebody said, men, we can't have. It's the same thing for men. Who's that said that? Somebody said same thing for men having sex. He'd be pair bonding too.
Yeah, I
No,
Okay.
came with. Go ahead. I can't
I
mention that.
I mentioned that to say if a man, there's certain men, not all, who if they are so snatching up, if they're smashing that, it's hard for them to pair bond as well.
Wrong again. So once again, kings had 300 wives, 400 wives back in the day. Men were built to see. This is where we have to distinguish, right? Now, I will agree with this. A woman, she's not as functional when she's dealing with multiple partners. She's not. Her functionality is not as sturdy, right? She changes a lot, right? Because she deals with a lot of more emotions. That doesn't mean she's broken. It just means she's confused. All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you believe it's in a? Don't you believe it's in a woman nature to just be with one man?
No. No.
Whoa, Jesus!
Wow,
See,
Rufus going in today. I like this.
remember,
Okay, I
Whoa,
like
let
Rufus
me
ruthless!
tell you
today.
why. Let me tell you why. Remember, when you enter a relationship, this is why the women are use the term cheating as a tool, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're sacrificing just like you. You don't think you with a woman, you think she'll never see a man she don't want to undress? She ain't addressing him in her mind, at her job, or right? There's women. Listen, there's women who lust off celebrities, who will in their mind is already in a relationship with a celebrity, never even met him, right? And they will, and if he was to show up on the doorstep, they will suck his dick right there, like not even a thought about it, right? Like so. Men and women are pretty much the same in a lot of regards. The only difference is we have more stability. We're more structured in our mindset. We don't deal a lot on our emotions. We do have some emotional dependency, but we mostly rely on our logic and what we think is best for our future.
Mm-hmm.
We're more stable. We're the most stable gender, right? When it comes to once we have a plan and say, okay, this is the woman I'm gonna build with. This is how I'm out my house. Bang, bang, bang. We are the ones that get it done. Okay. But women, right? They just do it bad because they don't know how to deal with their emotions. They're having sex with all these guys, and then they fall in love with one guy, but that guy is looking at them like a 304. So she's she's getting conflicted. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he just want to hold her because she got good pussy. So maybe he just don't. I don't want her to share her right now. I just want to. And then she, oh, I love you, and he tells the same thing, but just because he just don't want her to run out and give it away right now. He want to hit it for like a year, 6 months, whatever. And then when he's done with her, he's like, all right, right? He tricked her, and then she, all right. But women are like us. This is why they got work husbands. Matter of fact, women cheat more than we do. They cheat more than we do. But the difference between us and them is we really don't pay attention to it like they do, right? They pay attention to detail. They make sure you ain't giving your dick away. But we're not making sure they ain't giving their vagina away. We just kind of, oh, she's a good girl. She'll never do me like that. And she got a work husband. She got the pool man. On what level? I mean, this is historically, right? Women cheat. They have a large appetite for sex too. Now, now I'm finished. And I'm landing right here. This is why a relationship is a gamble. It's a gamble. It's no guarantees. And I'm done.
I was gonna say this. You make a good point on that because there are some. If you look at as we look at porn, some stuff when they do like situational stuff, like where they have like the pool man. There's certain situations like they get that from what's actually happening in real life of how some of these women are cheating. So some of these women they cheat, like they say, the man's working so much he might have sex with a pizza guy, UPS guy, a FedEx guy, like I say, the pool man, and because they come in a lot. Sometimes the postman, sometimes as well.
This is why I get mad at them, right? Because they're just like we are. They say, "Oh, men asleep with anything," but you women asleep with anything. How many times have we seen? So, boy, wait a minute, you did what? She was with who?
That's
come
true.
on, you know we come up and see that.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't found out such and such, and you know this ain't took a shower in 3 days. So women are, and even to this much, right? Women are even whoring themselves out on the street corner with no clothes on, 20-degree weather. They don't give a fuck, right? They don't give a fuck. Like they don't even have and all women pretty much have a second gear where we kind of like to diminish, but they have a second gear that because you could after year relationship to you, you only hit it, but that 5-10 minutes, nigga, you out. You don't think she want more? You don't think she might not gonna get us some more? Just saying.
Now, but Rufus, I don't know you how long you was here, but Hakeem gave a story about a friend that he actually know who will sleep with a guy and sleep with another guy right after the next and keep going like an ongoing parent. But he would say because of the simple fact she was doing it because the sense she was hurt. But I was telling Hakeem, no, I think she really enjoyed having sex, and she was just want to get that experience she had with that first guy that she was missing.
But go ahead, 578.
So, and this is what I'm saying. Like, do you think so? Typically, the image we have of women, or we see typical women who are not sleeping around. So, do you think there's a coalition from a woman who is sexually promiscuous is a link to some trauma that happened? Because let's be honest with you, a woman who sleeps with 100 guys in a month or 100 guys in 30 days, you don't think that there's something wrong with that?
She just addicted to sex. She's addicted to the dopamine.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
I mean, it's just like a person addicted to crack. Like a person addicted to, right? Like, well, all of us 5 people smoke crack, but one of us become addicted, right?
I think she'll probably goddamn prostitute.
I mean, I'm just saying, right? Addiction is addiction.
It's an addiction.
Not all women doing that, right? Certain women do that. And everybody in school coming up in high school, there was, certain women that did that, right? But not all the girls did it. They did it differently. They may only do 4 or 5 guys, and that chick, she doing a whole football team, right? Because she's addicted to sex. She wants what she wants, right? She can't help it. It's she doesn't care. She just lay down and anybody next. She cool with it.
But when reality hits and she wants to get married and people know this resume, do that means that she's available for marriage now?
No, she can't be if she moved to another city or another state.
Whoa.
Listen, no. Let me tell you this. Come on, homie. We've been disingenuous right now. How many of the niggas in the hood was hitting the same chick over and over again, passing her?
A whole lot.
They did, but I'm talking about
5, 7, 8.
But I'm talking about
coming out that dress she had on 2 weeks ago. You like, damn, she wore that with me. She with this nigga.
But what about marriage and making a person your wife? These people, a lot of people don't get chosen after they know that resume.
Because men, we're kind of like this, and this is why men and women are so way similar. Because you have women are delusional about our nature.
Yeah.
We're delusional about women's nature. Women have the same capacity to do what we do when it comes to sexual stuff. They can, but even more, right? They can have 20 dudes run through them and they never get tired. Next, right? Their capacity is far greater. Appetite can be far greater. Only reason most of these women ain't out here just banging everybody is image. Most women live on imagery. You see this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just like the Boston Celtics coach, remember? He was married to homegirl.
Nia Long. Yeah.
Right. And he was sleeping with the executive's wife. And guess what they did for that executive's wife? They protected her name at all costs. Right? I still don't know who she is.
Me either.
So that's what I'm saying. So she's out here slutting. She a married woman fucking because she wanted that mandingo nigga. And she got up in there and was doing her thing. Yeah. Well, my husband, he going to work at 6, coming at 7. So that's what her appetite, all women go through this. Now, once again, this is where we are different. Women do sacrifice, like your wife, you know what I mean? The woman that you have a kid, she sacrificed because she loves you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, there's always a part of her. She'll never tell you that, though. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's always a part of looking out there, seeing some attractive men that she would let, but, you know, she's not going to go through with it because she has a lot invested in you and what you guys are building. This is why women are divorced at a higher rate, because they're saying, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to be for the streets. I don't want to live for him anymore. I want to live for me. I want to go out and get his pussy out how I want to distribute it out. And then they're hoeing. Now, let me take y'all to the next level. Let's take this to the next level. Because sex isn't the only thing they're hoeing for. They're hoeing for money too. Mm-hmm. Right there. Women are selling the family out, right? They're selling the family out for money. They're selling the family out for self-love. They're selling the family out for, government incentives, right? So women are by nature, right, whores in all aspects, in every aspect. So when you get one, that's why if you find one and you keep her, you want to keep her. That's why us men don't really give them out like that. We don't really divorce like that because we know what's out there on the other side. We know if I leave my wife, man, what am I here finna do? What am I finna go through? Right? We talk about body count, all that. Nobody gonna ask that shit. I ain't trying to go through this shit no more, right? You
telling the truth, though.
You know what I mean? So I'm cool with my woman here. I know she got a few skeletons I probably don't know about, but who cares? We built this legacy up. I come home every day. She's here, and I'm happy with this. And this is why we are for men, the divorce is very low. Even though she get on our nerves, our fucking nerves. She always combative. She talking about, we just go and grab a 40 ounce and we're good. I do it.
But go ahead, Anthony. Shout out to you, big dog. Thank you for being on the panel. Go ahead.
Everybody doing all right?
Everybody doing good, brother. We doing good.
I just came to get my flowers one more time, run in person.
Who listen to men out here? Mm-hmm. Okay, and I know this is going to hit a little certain type of way. Every woman has a potential to be a hoe at any given moment. That's why you don't want your woman to go to girls trips. Vegas, the states of Vegas.
I can't lie about that, Prince. I think about the women.
Listen, if you put a woman, any married woman, Beyonce even, put her on an island for 4 months with an attractive guy, right? Put cameras to see what happens, right? I guarantee, right? So it just,
nature. Go ahead.
But Rudler, this is my point. This is what I call a hoe too. Mm-hmm. The woman that don't cheat in a relationship, but she get like agitated real fast.
Yeah.
and she just keep going from person to person to person. Like I call that a hoe too, a weak ass hoe at that.
No, but I could kind of agree to disagree, man. I don't think like I'm not saying that maybe women don't think about that stuff, but in actions, not a lot of chicks are doing that. You know who's gonna sleep with somebody behind your back though.
But Prince, is it really behind your back? Cause the ones that get agitated real fast and want to lead a relationship, what you think they doing after that? And the ones that say they single, they can do whatever they want. Them the biggest hoes right there.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not
just
going.
make it show, brother.
No, you do got a point. When you quick to leave or quick to like, oh, I got another nigga on the phone. I look at you some kind of way like, what are you doing? But you know what I'm saying. But I do think like you do got like. So let's look at it from this point. I want to ask y'all fellas this. Overwhelmingly, like if we talking about the group of women that we come across, out of that, we could say, man, and I could say maybe 30% of them might backslide, but there's 70% of them who ain't gonna cross that threshold. Some of them might emotionally cheat or emotionally fall in love with somebody, but if we talking about giving up their body, I do think that 70% of women ain't gonna
That's
do it.
speculation, though.
Yeah, but wait a minute, hold on, Prince. If you hurt a woman deep enough, she'll go sleep with the janitor.
No. You're wrong.
Let's be real about
That
that.
what Ruthless was saying.
No, you're wrong. Listen, why do always women try to get these women passes, man? These women.
I ain't giving shit.
Listen. I ain't trying to boast. I'm one of the guys that's taken a lot of guys' women, man. And I know exactly what to say to them, right? Because the first thing they're gonna say, "Oh, I got a boyfriend," and you know what? I know first time once we talk after about a couple days, I'm gonna start talking about. Man, I know y'all be arguing over dumb shit. I'll never do you like that. You wrong, that girl. See, you can't do this, but this is how you do this. And I'm gonna support you. Or I'm sliding in. I'm getting close to her. Girl, you gotta not argue with him. You not do this, But he don't really understand you, right? I will plant the seed. I'll plant the seed on that bitch, right? And I will fuck her bitch under 30 days. So I know, and I'm not trying, and I really don't want to. I don't really like to brag on.
I do that too, Ruthless.
Yeah.
So much, right? I've done it so much. You know what I'm saying? That I know that these niggas. I'll be walking through. I'm walking. I'll be seeing dudes with their wives. And I see how they women be looking. I'm like, this nigga really trying to think this bitch faithful, right? Listen, and I'm gonna land it. The women is a weak vessel. She's the weakest vessel of the two. This is why. This is why it's covering the covering. This is why it's covering the covering. Right? I don't know about that. If Daddy's covering, she go to your covering, nigga. That means cover that pussy up. Because,
but to your point, Ruthless, I ain't gonna hold you. I think the best relationship is a woman that's already in a relationship. A nigga already vetted her for you. Shit.
Oh my god! Damn, nigga! Damn, Ashton, you a beast. What?
Shit.
Listen, y'all ain't watched the YouTube thing where the dude show all them girls' best friends be fucking they best girls, man.
I know what show you're talking about. I be saying that. Yeah, I be saying that.
Listen, y'all need to stop. This is when you learn. If you learn this, you have a very better time dealing with them. You can't give women no passes, nigga. They just like us.
So,
but they try to shame us, homie. They try to shame us in thinking they're better than us, though. And this is what the problem we're having on YouTube right now.
So you say you can't give her no grace. What you think is
what
off?
What I mean is, I'm not saying check her phone every 5 minutes. I'm not saying that, right? What I'm saying is you got to be aware, consciously aware that, okay, I might love this woman. This might be, but you always got to understand that her capabilities and her abilities are.
Hey, Prince and Jordan, I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga Ruthless hard on me. I seen him in action.
She can do the same thing.
UK is hard. He's hard.
She can have a
Ruthless hard on him.
She can get a work husband, and you'll never know it, nigga. You'll never know.
You're
it.
right. Ron, whatchamacallit asked you a question.
Ron, how do you get the chat on the? Oh, you talking about the chat? Can
Oh
you get
yeah,
the chat on the screen? That is a feature on
it's with Restream.
Restream. StreamYard you can't do that, but
You
Restream
can
you
do,
can do that.
yeah, it's an overlay.
It's an
Yeah.
overlay. It's actually cool. Restream is better than StreamYard, to be
Mhm.
honest. You have you have more features. But
Listen,
go ahead, Rufus.
listen,
Before we're about to
listen,
close, go
y'all.
ahead.
Listen, the women are on these YouTube places in this world. See, women do their shit in dark. They do it in the dark. They go fight. They do all their means, and then when they do something, they got a whole cast that's coming to their support. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna play the victim mindset. And guess what you guys were saying earlier? Oh, trauma. She was hurt. Let me found,
I ain't got
let
time for
me
Rufus.
I'll
found,
take
I ain't
that.
got time for Rufus. I ain't got
this
time for
nigga,
Rufus.
this much dick
You
in her.
got
They got this much dick in her. He
And
said
then
she
the plane.
trauma. She hurt. Yeah, she hurt because she's getting her walls pounded out. So
Ruthless is crazy.
Oh
yeah.
man.
we got
But
to understand, man. We got to understand. We just this is what the gender war is all about. The women are shaming us for the very thing that they are.
But I want to look at this. But you know, the biggest complaint is saying that women should be able to do what men have done for generations.
But they, Prince, my thing is they can, but it's all about how you do it,
Mm-hmm.
not what you do.
Now,
Me personally.
this is where you're wrong at, Ashton. They can't because they're once again. This is why.
But I ain't talking about your okay, Ruler. I know you
I'm
gorilla
saying, let me
pimping,
break it down to you.
but I'm just
This is
saying
where America.
you know how.
This is where America messed up, right? Because the women they just kept pillow talking, kept putting that pussy on them, kept getting them. Man, I need some more rights. I need to. Why I gotta wear these big baggy dresses? Why I gotta wear this like this? I need some sexual liberation, baby. And they just kept doing it.
They want the freedom. Yeah, no, but that's true. That's why they got slut. That's why right now in California they got slut walks. Well, like every year they do it in California.
But
They want to be more sexually liberated. It's a fact.
But Ruthless, my friend Sherry Bryan say, I don't know why and how you put all women in the same box when women haven't dealt with all women or spoken to all women.
Cause y'all say the same shit.
Listen,
Ain't that difficult?
But I know her personally, and I know she's not like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's not like
Oh, okay. Well,
she's a different class of woman. She's a different class.
578. Relax, 578. Of course.
No. I'm not listen. No, I'm not sipping. I'm not sipping. I'm not sipping. I'm not sipping.
Let me show you one difference between men and women, though, and this is what women are better at, right? For the greater good to defeat us, to make us look like the worst people on earth, they come together, sisterhood. Even though they can't stand each other, even though they fuck each other, men, all that. But on these spaces, if the women on the panel, right, they'll go on code. We don't. We get off of them. We be hold them accountable for them. We get on the head, and then Ronnie Rona say something. I think he broke, and then Ronnie Rona fuck you. Then we go at each other, and then we let them off the hook. They love it. Yes. We don't have a code. That's why the women are moving in the rate they're moving at, because we're so divided. We're so.
That's a fact.
Yeah. One set of men are saying 50-50. Another set of men is saying alpha. Another man is saying get money, get the bag. Another set of men is saying, I don't know what every other else saying. I'm just saying, right? So we're so fucked up with chaos amongst each other, we can't see the real problem that the women are doing. They're using us to shame us. Say, oh, y'all here fucking all these girls, because we never can really take a chance to sit back and say, wait a minute, how a hoe gonna tell a man how many women he can have? Or listen, this one chick told me, might be risky, right? Because I told her I date a lot of young women. You know what she told me? Oh, yes. I said, excuse me, ma'am. You know you're homosexual, right?
Well,
no. So listen, Ruthless. They my friends. These are my friends. I love these women. They said, why y'all assuming and judging women instead of judging women individually?
Because they judge us. They paint us with a brush.
but not.
I knew
No,
he was
I
gonna
know
say.
that,
I
but
knew
not,
that was
listen,
gonna say.
not
I
my
knew.
friend. So, because and I can understand they don't want it. I know we speak in generalities, but sometimes people would take it that we're blanketing it to a whole thing. Now, don't get me
I'm
wrong.
blanking
We've
it.
done
578. I'm blanking it. You got to watch your woman.
He said
no.
he's a 578. Now
I
he's
said,
not about. Now he's not
You
about.
got to
We love
watch
you
her.
guys, but it's time. We love you guys,
Listen,
but it's
that's
time to end the
578.
show. No, but
578. Don't let your guards down. See, this is the problem, man. We let our guards down.
No, I'm not. Listen. There's some aspects of what you're saying is true, but I don't want them to think that we're blanketing this to all women. We know there's some good women
Listen,
out there.
I broke it down. I broke it down already. I
yeah,
said
he did.
there are
He
women.
did.
There,
Broke it
women
down.
care about image. So of course,
Yes.
and with a woman you love, she loves you. She will sacrifice just like you will sacrifice, right?
That is correct. Fact.
That is correct. Hey, listen.
I'm not. I said that in the beginning, but then
He
some of the selective hearing wants to say, "Oh, we only talk about 3 or 4. Y'all talk about us too." If it don't apply, let it fly.
I agree.
So Sherry and them, he did not blanket that statement to everybody. He was saying he did make a differentiate, you know what I mean? But he had dropped so much in there.
But she ain't let it fly though, Prince. So what that mean?
No, cause no, because when I mentioned, I said I know she's not like that, but he wasn't directly talking to you, Sherry.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about
directly
it.
talking.
No.
578. This is what you're missing. See, right now they coming to the war. See, the war sirens are signing now because Rufus Truth up here is giving it to them like it's supposed to be, right? Got to watch you too. Right, watch you, Sherry. Now you might not be it, but do you have potential?
No.
Do I trust you? No. Listen,
I tell you, you already know what time it is.
No, I know what time it
is. It's time to end it because that Ruthless will go in his
no, and I see that. I see that. But listen, I can speak for her. I've known her for some years, and I know she's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I can vouch for her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, other people, I'm not able to vouch
He
for.
said 578.
Huh?
Your name 578.
Are you taping?
No, I'm not capering. I'm only speaking for her. I'm only listen.
Y'all married? Y'all married?
Caping.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
we
is
not.
caping. He loves Terry Bryan.
No,
he loves Terry Bryan. So I'm caping.
She's
a
actually
Chaos
married.
Social Radio
She's
host.
married. She's married.
She's married too.
Hear me out, brothers.
Yeah.
Highly respected.
You take off one of your capes. You got 2 on. Take one of them off. Right? Because once again, and this is the problem. This is where the simp nation comes in. This is why we losing. Because right when we got him where we got him at, then we got dudes coming out to Woodworth with cakes and kryptonite and all of those shit talking about don't touch her. Right?
Don't touch her.
No, listen.
Listen, but when he's been up here smashing us, y'all ain't shit. Y'all leaders, y'all ain't shit. Y'all broke, disgusting. Well, she right. She has a point.
Listen. I don't disagree with you, but I am going to vouch for people who I know, who I can validate, though.
But you don't know. You ain't with her 24/7.
No,
you don't know what she be saying there, brunch Prince.
No. I can validate them. I can validate them. I'll take the slaughter for this one. We'll go
to slaughter's house. We'll go to powder's house.
No, I'll take this for this one. I'll take this one. Everybody else, I can't speak. Listen, I am gonna cake for Natasha Vincent and all them.
Hey, why? I'm trying to end the show. I keep making it go to overtime. You said, I'm trying to end the show.
No, I got the family on here. I got Mr. Arkansas himself, Ruthless on here. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in. But you know what I'm saying?
But we getting it in. I like the conversation. He said,
you came out you went in the telephone booth, switched up, everything came out. You did everything right. They need to put you in
Listen, I gotta vouch for them. I got to.
He be like,
I gotta vouch for them. I'm gonna take the licks on this one.
But he ain't with her, but he ain't with her 24/7. He said 2-3 times a year.
No. I'm gonna take them licks. No, she says marry this table. No, Sherry. He says it. I'm gonna take the lead.
Listen, I ain't say her name.
No, yeah, he wasn't talking about you. He
You
was
know what?
he
You
did.
know because what it is.
I know what we're talking about. He's talking about from the other space, the
Yeah,
space
from
that
the
we
other space.
in,
He's talking
that
about
we
people from the
in,
other space.
the space
Listen,
that we in.
listen,
Ashton, me, and
Yeah,
Ruthless. We talking
yeah.
about those women. We ain't
You
talking
talking
about
about
Ti.
those ones.
listen,
Don't say that, baby. He
listen,
wasn't he was talking about people from the other space.
listen, listen. Is y'all pandering to them? That's what
No,
y'all
no, no.
do.
I mhm.
Yeah, what you pandering? Because Priscilla,
He got the stream. He got the
Priscilla is on
stream
here
going
right
to his
now.
Facebook. Ruthless.
No,
Priscilla on here right now with a mother.
no, we don't need Priscilla. We don't need
So I'm
Priscilla.
saying it.
Yeah,
So
we
she,
hell no.
no. These women on here right now supporting her, and she has a movement with Cynthia G and all them. And you're gonna sit here and tell me why can't we make a general statement?
You see, so no. You can make a statement, but they don't know. So the my friend, because I know them personally, they streaming off of Facebook. Let me just because I stream this all over the place.
They're not on YouTube like
They're
that. They
not on
only kind of
YouTube,
watch us.
so they don't know. They don't.
That was a different space. You see, that
They're
was
in a
the
different
space that
space. Yeah.
that was
Right.
the space
But
that we're
I
in.
wasn't talking about them. I was talking
No,
about
no, I know that.
So
You were talking about
this
in
is the thing, right?
general.
This is
That's
the
why you
thing,
were
right?
saying.
Attack, Ruthless. Attack.
I understand that, right? Once again, right? That we men we want to save them. Listen, women are takers and we are givers. As long as we keep giving, they're gonna keep taking, nigga. That's what's gonna happen. They're not giving that back. Right? The benefit, everything the woman does in her life benefits her. At the end of the day, she's gonna win. Women are takers. All they do is take.
That's
Six,
not, but that's not true.
six figures.
I can disagree with that. But we're
I'm
gonna do that on
I
another
could
show.
disagree with that.
But we'll do that on another show.
Yeah.
Time is up. Overtime is done, guys. Rufus, great to have your presence. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Come back again. We're gonna do a part 2 to this because I do want to talk about the aspect of the different varieties of women take because I disagree with that. And also Ashton come back as well. I'll let you guys know. I set it up because we guys gotta go. I gotta go to work. Jordan gotta go to
Yeah.
work. I can't gotta get some sleep. So
Hey,
shout out to you guys.
Ron, I can hit you up for a thumbnail tonight. I needed a resize for the night show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, don't take your email off my thing. I told you governor, president, pool party run.
All right, yeah, but we'll talk. We'll talk about. I hit you up.
Take it easy, Jordan. Take it
All
easy,
right, man.
Prince.
Take care,
All right,
man.
Ruthless.
Blessing to you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, Sherry, our apologies. I'm just saying, don't say no disrespect whatsoever to you guys at all.
Sherry, he wasn't
It's not
talking
like,
about you. Sherry
yeah.
wasn't talking about you.
I don't want to feel like she's being disrespected.
No,
Nah,
no,
we ain't gonna
Sherry.
never let nobody disrespect.
No.
They
He
know.
wasn't talking. But she was thinking he was just making his own opinion. It's his opinion. We don't agree with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Sherry, Bobby, I love you. I love y'all.
Yes. They're
Like
just in a different space and everything. It's a totally different space.
it's a totally different space. He was talking about that space.
Yeah, I need to take this.
Listen. Sherry, Natasha, Oya, I don't want to lose you. Can I have my family back?
They'll forgive you, Hakeem. It's just a different
No.
sex.
You know what I'm saying? He was not talking about.
He was not.
No, on the real though, he was not talking about you.
He was
at all.
not talking about you. He was not talking about. He didn't know who you were.
Yes, like stuff like this just get weird because if my wife would have watched this, she would have been triggered too. I ain't
She
gonna
would have
lie.
been, but he was just making a statement about the space that he's in.
Exactly.
Because he's not generalizing women in a sense because he did say if a woman love you, she's not gonna be like that. He know there's good women. We know that. You know what I mean? He didn't say no. He said, "This is my last show." Oh, Sherry, don't do that to me, baby, please.
No, but you gotta understand. So you gotta at least have some form of conversation. Like you can't be afraid to not have conversation. You're supposed to have
No,
conversation
definitely, yeah.
in a respectable manner. But by no means he disrespect you at all. Trust me.
No,
If he
he wasn't
disrespect
even
you, he won't
talking
even
about you, Sherry. He
move his
doesn't
name
even know
like
you.
that.
He doesn't even know you.
But of course, you I deal with more. You'll talk to her more person in the back because you actually know her on a personal level. So that being said, hold on, give me 1 second.
No problem.
So, but at the same time, we gotta understand something too. You cannot be afraid to have conversation. That's what it's about. You're gonna have conversation. You have guests on the show. You agree and disagree.
Mm.
I do that all the time, especially the space I'm in. You're not gonna have everybody's not gonna agree on everything. So you're gonna have disagreements. But there's one thing I do not tolerate, especially on this platform, with me, Hakeem, and Jordan, we don't just tolerate disrespect. So as
Yeah.
you can see, them guys are very respectful. They didn't call nobody. They didn't call nobody in the chat bees and hoes. They were talking about different types of women from that I kept saying the space that we're in.
No. He said, "Don't single me out."
He didn't sing you out. That was say he did not sing you out.
He didn't single you out. He doesn't know you.
He doesn't know you. But the thing, I know the guys that I know the women they're talking about, but I would say that I kept iterating. They're not from
Yeah.
this space, so
Yeah.
I just want to. I just want to be clear. But at the same time, we're gonna have conversation here. We can't just say, hey, because I understand we have followers, we have people that's very heavy on Chaos Culture Radio, but we have to have that uncomfortable conversation because that's the only way
Yeah.
we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
That's how Kevin Severin grew his platform. That's how Anton grew his platform. That's how other people grow. Even DJ Academic, they have uncomfortable conversation, even though I'd be like, that's kind of,
It's
but they have the
cringy, but yeah, but
but
we
you
talked
have the
about
conversation and talk. Remember, we had Jay Prince on here. You saw Shay
Mm.
went in on Jay Prince. And you see Jay Prince at the end of the day, he still he respects Cherry Bryant because he knew how to handle like certain situations. He knew like, hey, I'm on the Chaos Culture Radio side. I know over here they respect women, they respect everybody. So he
Yeah.
knew not to. Cause he could have went in on Cherry Bryant, but he didn't. He said, hey, I don't know her, but I'm just keeping everything. And he just joined in the conversation. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have people on here most of the time y'all gonna disagree with. I'm just letting y'all know because as this platform grows, you're gonna have more people in the pretty much in the chat. That's just how it goes. So that's what I say. I agree with you, Fresh Sound for it.
Yeah, Fresh, for sure.
Uncomfortable conversation need to have respectful. That's why I say yeah. But I would say I made sure it didn't go respectful. That's and that. But if it did go too far left, it's all about respect. You're right. That's what I say. Going forward, and I'll talk to them because I actually know them and say, hey, you guys on the platform, just make sure don't go in on the ladies on this side because we respect them a lot. But on the other side, I can do whatever the hell you want. That's
Right.
how it is. Like always, guys, on your way out, please make like button. Hold on, Hakeem. I don't know. You want to say anything else? Want to say something before we leave? Go ahead.
I love y'all, and I want to thank y'all for being here with me. That's all here.
Yeah, not only that, but remember, you guys rock with us from day one, and I want to say, we really do greatly appreciate everybody present because we know how hard it is for us to get one person, which was John Smith, in the chat, and to remain that. So I want to say we respect you guys. You guys are like family, so no one's gonna walk in here disrespecting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now the real business, my business boy Hakeem, no, my business boys will come up. But you get what I'm saying? But that's how it is, man. But like always, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys make sure on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio Community Tab. And the Community Tab is the Chaos Culture Radio t-shirt. And also I pinned it in the top of the chat for you guys. So you guys can go ahead and type in, get your coffee mug, get the Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. Come over here, support the platform. Don't leave the platform, support the platform. And not only that, but you guys gotta understand that over here is all love. We respect each and every one of you guys because I ain't gonna lie, you guys are making Chaos Culture Radio what it is today. You see, we have a lot of fun, we have a lot of laugh, even a little bit of tears and a little bit of disagreement, but at the same time, all of this is all love and all respect. Like always, shout out to you, the lovely Sherry Bryan. Shout out to you, Urban Noise, Bobby Bryan. Shout out to Fresh Sound, Florida. Shout out to White High. Shout out to the Real Pookie. Shout out to Ashton, Ruthy True, that was on the panel. Shout out to Chicago Rilla, who came in and dropped beautiful knowledge. I'm actually gonna clip some of that. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent. Shout out to Shout out to Ken Dog, who also was in the chat. I think he disappeared. He's in the cloud. Shout out to White House. Shout out to Joe Don't Hurt Him. Shout out to Incel. Shout out to all you guys all over Facebook, Instagram, Kick. You guys are making this show the greatest show on YouTube. But like I stated before, and I'm gonna say it again. We gotta have the uncomfortable conversation in a respectable manner, like Urban always said, and I agree with them 110%. And also Sherry Bryan, like always, we love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Over and out.